key element of the boating safety mission in the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary is working with recreational boaters to help them get their boats prepared to go on the water and to meet the legal requirements. Coast Guard Auxiliary provides what are known as vessel examinations. This is a free service. The Coast Guard auxiliarist who's qualified to do the examination will come to the boater's location, either on the water or at their house at their convenience, and do an inspection of their vessel. That inspection includes all of the legally required equipment and equipment that the Coast Guard recommends for boater safety. Open the engine compartment, we've run the ventilation system to make sure that the blower works, which is designed to vent any accumulated fumes or vapors out of your engine compartment and away from your fuel system. That's to prevent an explosion in case of a spark.
Sure.
We're looking at this particular engine, which is fuel injected. If this was a carbureted engine, it would be required to have a Coast Guard approved backfire flame arrestor. In that case, we want to check and make sure it has a Coast Guard approval, make sure that it has not been replaced by an automotive air cleaner. A lot of people think those two things are the same thing. They are not.
Sure.
You must have the flame arrestor. The idea behind that is if you get a backfire up through the carburetor, it will prevent flames and spark from entering your enclosed compartment here, triggering an explosion.
Last thing you want is a fire on your boat.
There's only one worse place I can think of, and that's in an airplane. Because if you have a fire on board, you have to put it out or abandon ship. That's
right.
your case. How about an anchor and line? I saw the anchor. How much line do you have on board?
I think there's 200 feet.
Okay. Yeah, we recommend the anchor and line as being an important safety feature if your boat ever loses power and you're drifting. One thing you can do is drop the anchor and anchor up until somebody can get to you. It keeps you from drifting up on the rocks. And we
Right.
recommend for this area a minimum of 200 feet. 200 to 400 feet would be ideal. Your requirements for your anchor is what's called scope, and that's the amount of anchor line paid out versus the distance to the bottom, and we recommend that a minimum of a 5-to-1 ratio and more like a 7-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
And 10-to-1 absolute for holding power. What we're looking for here is a marine band radio. This is a VHF radio, and this is the emergency radio that's monitored by the Coast Guard. And I see you have a distress button on yours. Have you registered this with the Coast Guard?
I have not.
Okay, well, you have a distress button on here, which is an automatic signal that is registered to your boat. So you can hit that button and it will send out a distress signal, and the Coast Guard will know which boat it's coming from if you register it. So we need to make sure you get that registered.
All right.
And that's the vessel safety check decal that we issue for successfully completing a vessel exam, meaning you have the required equipment on board. All that does is signify to boarding officers that you were in compliance, that you have been looked at. Doesn't mean you won't be boarded. It just kind of gives them a quick visual idea that, well, this person's at least had a look, so we probably may not have to board them if everything else appears to be okay. In the case of running a boat, it's probably not whether you're going to have a problem, it's when you're going to have it. And that's not to imply that it's a dangerous or risky proposition to go out on the ocean or on any body of water, but a little preventive maintenance is worth an awful lot to you. And this is kind of part of a preventive maintenance scheme, to have somebody just come on and say, okay, I've looked at your boat now, and from my eyes it looks to me like you've done a good job.
All right.
If people are interested in having a courtesy motorboat exam done here in the Brookings area, they can call me at my house. My name is Richard Heap, and my telephone number is 469-7111.
711.
Call the auxiliary office here, and they'll get a phone recording. They can leave a message. That telephone number here is 412-2839. Get a request for a motorboat exam, we'll get a hold of the person making the request. We'll come to you wherever it's convenient for you, at your house, down here. You can bring the boat to us. However we can work it out, we'll be glad to do it. We just like the opportunity to have the chance to get on board and take a look and help people meet the safety requirements.
That is a fantastic service. Thank you very much, Ray.
Thank you. Yeah.